East to west, coast to coast, it's community comments from White Lightning HQ.
I'm Kyle, that's Ethan, that's Ian. And last week's video was Prepare for Docking, the Kerbal program.
I didn't watch that one.
Get out, get out,
I didn't know that it existed. Like,
leave!
From Sulfur Hexafluoride.
Heh.
I couldn't help but notice in the first video, oh yeah, right, Sulfur Hexafluoride is the 11D3. Again, you changed your name. I don't think I didn't notice.
So sulfur hexafluoride is sulfur and 6 fluorides.
It's the opposite of helium.
Oh, the stuff that makes your voice deeper. In the first video, Jebediah's courage and stupidity were 50%. In this video, they're both low. But then I realized, through the white uniform, that this is a different astronaut.
Yes, that's correct.
John has played a different astronaut all 3 times. That's why he's been in a different outfit, which wasn't actually... We kind of made that decision halfway through the last one, but...
Bottle. The takeaway there is, it was totally intentional, and definitely a creative, artistic decision that we had from the beginning as part of the character arcing and plotting of this series.
Because you can't spell White Lightning without art. I made you all think for like 5 seconds. From Hacktar, or Zaktar, or Hacktar.
That one.
Hacktar. Bob accelerated because he suddenly realized he'd put the heat shield over the docking port and didn't want a mission control to find out.
Apparently the heat shield isn't supposed... Everybody was talking about the heat shield going on the front like that was wrong.
I know, but he had the docking port on the side at an angle.
John actually built the ship this time, which was great because it meant I didn't have to build the ship. So thank you to John for that.
But can you imagine, like, not only docking with the side of your ship, which I guess some people do, but, like, at an angle, like, you'd have to, like, I don't know how he does it. I mean, of course, I actually can't dock.
I can't dock the normal way.
I can't, yeah, so...
I didn't. You may have noticed. John set up all of it, all the game footage for this one. He put the ship there, and then he actually gave me save files with the spaceship in key location, so I didn't have to try to get it there, which was great. And then all I had to do was slam it in to the space station, which was way easier than last time when I had to land on the moon, when I had never landed on the moon before.
But you did it.
I did.
You did it twice, actually, because the first one was too good.
First one was too good on the second Kerbal video.
This is Kyle, folks. First one was too good.
It was way too clean, so I did it again so that it would explode, flip everywhere.
Yeah, he said that he actually landed on the moon. Well, the second one was like...
The very first time I landed on the moon, it took me, like, 2 hours, because I just kept going, It's
like
terrible.
that dumb Flash game from like Cool Math for Kids, like the Moonlander game, and you can land on Jupiter and it.
Oh my God.
There was actually a game called Moonlander back, like one of the earliest video
terrible.
games. It was one of
awful.
the hardest games ever.
You just had this little like circle and like, oh, don't land on Mars.
Yeah, but back in the 60s, they did an IRL version that was even harder. From Joseph Levy. Bob is a scientist, not an engineer.
I know. I'm so mad about that.
Wait,
like I didn't.
Did you get it wrong?
The current we named the guy Bob in this video, and he's the engineer because when I looked it up, I swear to God, whatever I found said Bob was the engineer. Like I looked it up to check to make sure, and I don't know what I saw, but that's something convinced me that Bob was the engineer, and so I went ahead with it because I thought it was fine. But
you might have done that sentence thing where you like read like up, and then like you skip down a sentence.
I don't know what I did. I checked later though, and it was so. But
somebody sabotaged us by editing Kerbalopedia. That's probably what happened. You knew, and now we paid the price. And fool us once,
we paid the price.
Easily.
Angry.
Fool us twice. Also pretty easy, really.
From Anthony Ryan, more please. This is my favorite series from you guys. I spell bad.
You smell bad?
Spell.
Wow, you spell bad real bad if you smell bad.
We will be doing one more of these. One more, and then it'll be over.
Comment?
Which is still 3 more than we intended on doing to begin with. No, the videos.
Yeah, I was really confused because there's a lot of comments.
We will be doing one more Kerbal video featuring Valentina starring Rachel.
Oh my God, how many wasps?
There's a lot of wasps.
How many wasps?
There's a lot of wasps. Those are bees, actually.
Those are too big to be bees.
Those are probably mud daubers.
We're at a wasp's house. Ethan lives here.
From Juktgup7. By the way, Mr. Weeble sent me here, and I liked Bat by any other man, even if it did take forever to understand the title.
Thanks.
There are so many layers of jokes there that you probably didn't see all of them, because I didn't. And Ian probably put some of them in there by accident.
And several on purpose that I know Kyle wouldn't get. If it makes you go, oh my, Kyle doesn't know about it, don't tell him.
While we were recording, I caught a few things that I probably wouldn't have approved of if I had fully understood what I was saying.
Was it the poop joke?
No, the poop joke was very...
The whole thing was a poop joke. It was the most sophisticated poop joke ever.
Was it really?
It was, I mean, lots of it, yeah. But Shakespeare would have approved, and that's the point. From Captain Pill. You have a problem, son.
the best or the worst superhero, depending on who you ask.
Oh no, I have a headache. Who will help me?
Do a fan civ game, please.
Can I do that one more time?
No, that's what he says.
Do a fan civ game, please.
Do a fan civ game, please.
We do still want to do one. We have a couple of people who give to our Patreon. We in the last comments video, we decided that we might try to do a civilization game with some fans and record it and throw it on our game channel. So,
oh yeah, you need to continue the...
We would like to do that. We have a couple of people who give to our Patreon pretty regularly that I will probably ask Sasquatch, and then also we plan on getting that game channel actually running. So
I will probably be dragged into the Civ game and immediately gutted by thousands of barbarians.
You're not going to be in the Civ game.
Why?
Because you'll quit halfway through.
I'll quit because I get killed by barbarians.
It's okay, because Carthago delinda est, and you're Carthago.
I don't understand.
Nobody does. From Black Power W, you have mentioned Reddit, but I can't find a subreddit of you. Or are the comments out of YouTube? The comments are usually out of YouTube. Sometimes we grab them off of Reddit if the video has been posted to Reddit, and we are currently working on a subreddit for White Lightning HQ.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be the mod, and you can trust me because I'm cool and I'm not terrible, and you may be under my mercy forever.
It's the development has actually been frozen for like several months, but I'm gonna bug Ian this weekend and this week until it gets set up. So
just throw bugs at him until he does it.
That should be here. Wait, that might exist. If it exists, I'll link it right now.
No, over my face, my face.
Put it in like inside his glasses and put like a blue screen going through them.
No,
why not?
I'm not gonna do that.
From Set Europe, Kyle's doing crunches. What is your favorite movie? I gave you an up thumb. Also, what is your favorite video game?
Favorite movie, favorite video game.
Let's go from right to left.
Let's go from left to right.
Let's go from middle to outwards.
Good job.
My favorite video games are Portal and Minecraft and Kingdom Hearts and Team Fortress 2 and Paper Mario. I think that covers everything. Favorite movies are The Matrix and I like Nightmare Before Christmas and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and Forrest Gump's pretty cool.
Forrest Gump is pretty cool.
And Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
And I think
in there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean I have a lot, but those are just off the top of my head. You do it that way too. Just spit them out.
I have to add, I mean it changes. I have to add Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead's always on there. I love Lord of the Rings. They're great. They're and everything. I just saw Kingsman, which was fantastic. I really enjoy that. It's not actually one of my favorites, but it's on my mind right now. Favorite video games? Right now I'm totally re-immersed in Metal Gear Solid, waiting for Phantom Pain to come out. I'm just so psyched. Even though I can only play, I only have the system to play the very first one, the Twin Snakes remake for the GameCube, but I've managed to borrow a system for each of the other three.
Ian is a Nintendo fanboy who loves Metal Gear Solid. It's been hard on him.
It's so terrible. And so now I'm going to build a gaming computer so I can play Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, and then I'll have to borrow somebody's PSP for Peace Walker, and that's just terrible. Oh, God, that's going to be weird.
All right, you've had the most time. Go.
My favorite video game is probably Pikmin 2. And my favorite movie is... I like The Incredibles a lot, and Bug's Life. So one of those.
Bug's Life doesn't get much credit. That's a good one.
It's an early one, yeah.
I like the part in the beginning of the movie where they reenact 300.
Do they do that? I need to watch that movie again.
No, like, the little kids put on a play like, this is for the brave warriors who's going to defend our thing. And then, like, it just cuts, die! 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 And they're all dead on the ground. It's the best part of the movie. Well, it's not the best part.
I'm a beautiful butterfly!
So I found a website and that they emailed me, and normally I ignore these kind of things. It was a very convincing form letter, but they messed up because they mentioned seeing a couple of our videos, and one of them said, like, First Christmas White Lightning HQ, and I was like, okay, that ruined it. But the site it linked to was this website that companies go on and post, like, we want this commercial made. All we would have to do is just, if we had some time, film a thing, send it in, and then if it works, we get $10,000. There's a Container Store one that's up right now that might be fun because you can actually contact them and they'll let you film in a Container Store and give you a uniform.
A Container Store?
So
Container Store is one of my favorite stores!
I love the Container Store.
I need to get things to put the new container, to contain the things.
What's a Container Store?
It's a store for containers!
It's called Containers.
Do they sell, like, thermoses and stuff?
No, it's just like little boxes and boxes that have little boxes in them.
If
big boxes
you put
to
something
hold.
in it, they sell it there. And so
my yo-yo case right now is from the Container Store. I went and I said, I need a box for my yo-yos. And they're like, I got one for you. And now I use it.
So the best way to film a commercial is Das Horn.
It's new, it's hot, I love it a lot, I only need one sing. With ein Arm up in ein Arm faced, I'm so very totally German.
making a video that you love so much that you watch it every single week and put it in your favorites video.
We've mentioned this before, I'm sure. It's so effective. His household now has 2 of them. They're less useful than a normal cup.
They are.
You can't even set them down. But he has 2 of them, and he's not regretting it.
If I had more money, I would have bought one for everybody by now. Like, so that's what we need to do. We just need to make a video that happens to show off the virtues of Container Store, and that'll win. We had a few more video game suggestions last time. That's always helpful. Drop a few more because we can just toss it into our big idea pot and then come up with
we will pervert
something.
any idea, not pervert. We will twist into an unrecognizable form any idea that you give us and maybe make it better, but probably make it worse, but funnily so.
Just like a pretzel.
And that about covers everything. See you guys all next Friday.